Hey, my lovely unicorns, I hope you're keeping well. Today I'm bringing you a very focused topic on blood flow or blood circulation and going into certain aspects of it and giving you ways to help improve yours so you can lower the risks of many nasty side effects and hopefully increase your quality of life. Possibly you're going through something right now and it could be contributed to blood flow. So I'll be drawing on my own experiences and research. And as always, if you're ever concerned about your health, guys, please seek out a professional. You can come to me for training and nutrition and basic health advice. But as always, seek out a doctor if you need to. I'm wanting to empower my community with this knowledge, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jay and my mission here is to give you some practical tools to help empower you as the lovely unicorn you are. So be unique, be you, be the unicorn. Alright, let's go. Now you may find this an odd choice for a whole topic, but trust me, blood flow this year has become the center of my attention for multiple reasons. For those of you in my community who have been following me online for a while, you may have heard me talking about a little thing we call ADHD. And one major aspect that needs to be closely monitored when receiving medical interventions to help with ADHD is medicine. And ADHD medicine loves to play with your blood pressure. Now, blood flow is an automatic process. We can definitely assist it or detract from its duties in a multitude of ways. However, we can't just tell our body to immediately stop our blood reaching our vital organs, right? Especially on a whim, as hard as we might try. Honestly, I don't know someone who would try to stop their blood with their mind, but you do you, right? And just to quickly point out, although it's vital, blood carries oxygen around our body to everywhere it needs to be. When we breathe oxygen, and our blood, in turn, transports this every second of the day thanks to our heart. Bless you, heart. Bless your cotton socks. And we take you for granted as you just keep beating away, beating there to keep us alive. And why do we take you for granted? I guess it's because, it's just an automatic thing. We don't really think about it until something happens, which gives us a wake-up call. A lot of the time we need negative moments to kick our asses into change and getting control of our life, right? Now you may have yourself or know of others having high or low blood pressure, but in basic, what is it? Well, simply put, it's the pressure that the blood places on the walls of your arteries as it circulates. It's an easy sign of your blood flow and your heart health. Your pressure is highest when your heart beats, and it's called a systolic pressure. And when your heart rests between those beats, the blood pressure falls, and this is called the diastolic pressure. Now in my hands, I have a blood pressure home monitoring device, and you can pick these up as cheaply as $20-30, and trust me, they're a lifesaver over on Amazon. And I accidentally just pressed the button and this is going to now inflate, and that's exactly not what you want. But a normal blood pressure should be lesser or in and around 120 systolic and 80 on the diastolic. It's a good idea to get your blood pressure tested at the very least annually, but more regularly if you change medications or have a known underlying condition, which is why I should monitor my blood pressure every week, particularly as my doctor changes the dosing of my medication, and I can then report back the numbers if I have any elevated or if they're significantly different, because blood pressure can also get higher as we get older or other lifestyle changes. Like high blood pressure can be hereditary, like running in your family basically, so you may have a higher risk of developing it. Hypertension is when your blood pressure is too high and could eventually open you up to risk of heart disease or even a stroke. And on the other side of the coin, we have hypotension, which is having too low blood pressure and can be attributed to poor flow. Your body is starved of oxygen as it's not getting what it needs, which can lead to anywhere from dizziness to fainting and get even more dangerous from there. So as you can see, From this just very quick overview, from this quick glimpse, trying to keep it as close as normal as possible, as often as possible, is the way to go, which is easier said than done, which is where improving blood flow comes in. And lastly, many symptoms may not really present themselves, and a lot of people may feel normal being low or high blood pressure, so they may not even consider it a health problem. Now with some of that stuff out of the way, I will move on to ways in which you can improve your circulation. So first off, in helping out your blood flow, I'm going to list off a few no-nos to reduce, to keep at a minimum, or out of the question entirely. So let's start off with smoking, a nice simple one. Do I really need to say more considering what it does to your lungs alone? Even being around second-hand smoke far too long can have its own effects on you. Next up, another easy one to scratch off the list as minimum as possible, alcohol. It impairs our body to do its job. It delays many of its processes, so in turn it affects our blood. Next, we have salt. Bit of a controversial one, I'm sure, especially if you love all your lovely salty stuff or you add on lots of salt onto your food, because too much salt in your diet is directly linked to high blood pressure. Stress is a killer, and limiting unhealthy stress will allow our bodies to flow more easily. Dehydration. Up to 60% of our body is made out of water, so it stands to reason that avoiding being dehydrated will have a positive impact on our blood. Cheers to that. Drink tea. The antioxidants in tea promote cardiovascular health. This is true for both green and black tea. Black tea improves blood vessel health, which improves circulation, whereas green tea is associated with a reduced risk of cardiovascular health issues. Now, I know for the coffee drinkers out there, you'll be hoping I'm going to give you a good mention too, but research in this area unfortunately is a bit conflicted, at least for the caffeinated coffee drinkers. Long-term caffeinated coffee increases blood pressure, increases vascular resistance, and causes arterial stiffness, unfortunately. And this is based on regular consumption of 2 to 4 coffees a day. Ginkgo is rich in antioxidants, and I started using it in late 2023 after a world-renowned brain specialist and researcher linked to its fantastic benefits of increasing blood flow to the brain in particular, which is great news for someone who worries about his brain and wanting to keep it sharp and prevent it from cognitive decline, which unfortunately is in my immediate family. Now, Ginkgo also gave immediate increases to blood flow in other parts of the body, so I need to state that as well. Now, from its uses in traditional Chinese medicine to a more modern approach of ginkgo extract, the supplementation is boasted for helping brain function and blood circulation. It's touted for helping in depression, reducing anxiety, supporting vision, treating headaches and migraines, asthma and PMS. Now, studies are still ongoing with many of these claims. And as with any supplementation, research into them and talk with your doctor before you start taking, particularly if you are on other forms of medications. The good old pomegranate. Now, whether eating them as they are or drinking them as the fruit, the pomegranate has many health benefits, whereby including them in your diet could bring big benefits. Now, pomegranates are high in antioxidants, and antioxidants in fruits can help reduce free radicals in the body, which can result in cell damage and inflammation. And along with this, they have magnesium to help blood pressure and blood sugar levels, and vitamin K, which is essential for blood clotting. Now, the juice itself was found to lower the risk of heart disease and blood pressure. They're also thought to reducing the likelihood of numerous cancers and also even Alzheimer's by not only preventing plaque in the brain but contributing to better memory. So a whole host of additional benefits outside of circulation. However, bear in mind to try get the concentrated juice with no added sugars, as juice in general has high sugar content, even more so if you're buying it off the regular shop shelves. Along with pomegranates, vegetables such as celery, lettuce and spinach are also great for your blood flow. L-Citrulline is a non-essential amino acid and can be converted into L-Arginine and nitric oxide. Both of these compounds are important to heart health and blood vessel health. Nitric oxide helps your arteries relax and work better, which in turn improves blood flow. The greater the ability to get nitric oxide, whether from natural vegetable sources or L-Citrulline, will have a wide range of benefits from heart health to physical performance. You can take L-Citrulline as a supplement or eat watermelon regularly. Since L-Citrulline also affects blood flow, it should not be used alongside blood pressure medicine as it could cause a dangerous drop in blood pressure. Eating oily fish is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which promote cardiovascular and brain health, leading to improved circulation. Fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, amongst others, all have high omega-3 content. You can also look into supplementing this if you don't like fish. If you're more of a seed lover or possibly vegetarian, you can opt for flax seeds, chia seeds, or even kale. The body needs iron to make hemoglobin, which is a major component of red blood cells and is responsible for carrying oxygen around the body. Eating foods rich in iron such as red meat or spinach helps the body get enough of this mineral. Now, a healthy balance is needed though, as having too much can have negative effects. Supplementation is always an option too. And for my final tip today, and I'm sure you knew this one was coming at some point, the all-important, all-encompassing power of exercise. Exercise really does get your blood pumping after all, and whether it be from aerobic training such as walking or jogging to anaerobic exercise such as lifting weights, or even a combo of both, exercise is shown in many studies to improve the endothelium, which lines blood vessels, keeping them healthy, and produce nitric oxide, which once again improves blood flow. Along with this, keeping a healthy weight level keeps blood pressure more regular. I know, for example, when I used to do large bulking sessions, adding over 10 kgs at a time, which would be about 22 pounds for our American viewers out there, my blood pressure would have increased. So if you're adding on weight or are overweight, check in on your blood pressure, as there could be a lot going on. And finally today, I will give you some basic tests you can do right now to see if your circulation is doing okay from the comfort of where you are with no equipment involved. Now, to start, you can compare the color of your fingernails and your toes. If they are pink, this is a good sign. If they are not, this is just not normal. So you can also check the palms to see if they're looking pale, and if they are, this could be the sign of anemia, which is a lack of iron. You can also check the temperature of your hands or feet. If they're warm, this is normal. If they're cold, your circulation may be at fault. You can always cover them and check them again later. If this is a very common occurrence though, it could be Raynaud's disease, which causes the fingers or toes to turn pale and then to cold or even numb after that, due to a narrowing of the blood vessels in the area. Now, thankfully, it's more of a hindrance than life-threatening. Watermelon sugar! So there you have it. I hope this video helped to keep you informed and hopefully provided you something you can do to help yourself right away. I've been your friend Jay, and if you want to check out some more videos, stay tuned. So take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Mineral. Sorry, Gary. Seashore. I mean, seashell, Spanish seashore. Why?